NMP Online, Support Video 3, Farmer Maps. When we set out to develop NMP Online, one of the key messages we got from farmers that we consulted was that they did not want to see only tabular outputs for their recommendations. They wanted to see maps. While tabular outputs will continue to be an important part of nutrient management plans, and particularly for statutory purposes, increasingly, if we want to get farmers to improve their nutrient management practice at farm level, we're going to need to use map-based and graphic outputs to get our messages across. In this video, we'll look at the settings that you need to use to produce the maps. We look at the principle that less is more, that by producing relatively simple maps, we can get our messages across better, and we'll produce some examples to guide you. I'll start with a lime and pH map. Under layer control, if we select pH value as our color layer and lime requirement as our label layer, we then add a page. We then select the page by clicking on it and then edit. So in the settings, we put in lime as NMP Farmer lime map, change the resolution to 1:5000 the scale, and we'll go with an A3 landscape. If we click on save, our map will be adjusted in size and we can get it to cover the farm except for one plot. We can add a second page and it will cover that. So we now have the farm covered and we have our settings. If I click on print all, when the map is completed, we just click on it and it opens it up in a new tab. And we see our farm with color coding for the pH. So we see the lower pH of less than 5.5 in the light color, lightish blue is 5.6 to 5.9, 5.9 to 6.2, again a slightly deeper blue, lightish green for 6.2 to 6.5, and dark green is greater than 6.5. So we can see our pH represented by the colors and our lime that we're recommending for spread written into the plots. So we have a clear map that can be used by a farmer, that can be handed by a farmer to a contractor as to what we need to do in the current year in relation to lime. This map can be produced on an annual basis by updating the plans. We'll now look at a second plan. We'll develop a plan which looks at soil, P levels, and spreading of organic manure. You have two choices here. You can go to layer control and start from scratch again, or you can select and edit the pages that are already there, which is what I'm going to do. We have most of our settings. We might want to change the title, so it's soil P and organic manures. Scale is correct, the page size is correct. So in this case, what we want to change it to is we want to have a color layer for soil P value and switch off the pH. And we're looking at organic manures. Save that. That's saved for the first page. We need to do the same for the second page. So it's soil P. So color layer again, soil P and organic manures. Click on save. When the map is produced, you can see the color-coded map of soil P levels, where the lightish pink color is very low, blue is low, and there's two levels of green, light green for satisfactory and dark green for high. And overlaid on that, you have the recommendations as from the nutrient management plan as to where the organic manures are to go. And as we can see here, farmyard manure of 10 tons per acre on the plot identified here, and cattle slurry 2,000 gallons per acre, as it identified on the plot here, and a combination of both on the third plot. In summary, in creating the maps, you as the user have a huge degree of variability in what you can produce on a map. You can use any color layer, any set of label layers, and you can choose more than one label layer. There are also a series of other maps that can be overlaid, like putting exclusion, including lippus parcels, highlighting commonage areas, forestry areas, NHAs, soil quality, etc. So there's a whole variety of overlaying maps that you can use. At the beginning, it's probably better to keep it simple, but as you get better at using the system, it's quite simple to turn on the other layers. We would recommend that at least 3 maps would be given to the farmer. The soil analysis and plots map, as it the same as is given to the Department of Agriculture, the lime map, and the map with soil P and organic manures. Or if soil K is more of a factor on the farm, you could produce a soil K and organic manures map. We recommend that all 3 of these would go to each farmer and be explained to them.